verse 21, Ulladhu naarpadhu anubandam, supplement to 40 verses on reality given to us by Sri Ramana Maharshi. எப்பெரும் கண்ணாடியின் கண் இவையாவும் நிழலாக எதிரே தோன்றும் இப்பிரபஞ்சத்து உயிர்களுக்கெல்லாம் அவ்விதேமன இசைப்பது ஏதோ செப்பதி என்றே வினவும் ராமனுக்கு வசிட்டமுனி செப்புகின்றான் இப்புவியின் உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் இதயம் இருவிதமாகும் என்னும் காலே. 2 points he makes. Sri Rama, he was the legendary reincarnation. He was a student and he asked sage Vashishta, and this was the advice given by sage Vashishta to Sri Rama. The question Rama asked is this: which is that one big mirror which is bigger than the universe itself, on which the entire universe is reflected like an image, like a shadow? Number 2 question he asks: which is that one heart, which is that one Brahman, which pervades and operates within all living beings? Then sage Vashishta says, இப்புவியின் உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் இதயம் இருவிதமாகும் என்னும் காலே. When we are talking about heart, he says, we can say that there are two hearts, so to say, he says, there are two hearts within each human being. The physical heart which pumps blood is not you. There is this cave of the heart, which is nothing but the place at which the limitless Brahman converts itself into this limited body through the mechanism of Chit Chada Granthi, the knot, K-N-O-T, knot between the sentient and the insentient, the self and the body. This is the mechanism. So, Shankara lived 1400 years ago. There was only mirror and there was not this cinema technology. But Sri Bhagavan lived at a time when the cinema technology had already been invented, and hence Sri Bhagavan has used in many places this analogy of cinema screen. He says, your ultimate nature, my ultimate nature is that knowledge screen, that's all. And on which that screen itself is so capable, Atma is so capable, Brahman is so capable, it is projecting a movie called the universe. And in that movie there are n number of characters, 7.5 billion characters plus animals, plants, etc. The universe itself, stars, all are characters. Among them one such character is this body. This is a fooling mechanism. This is the power of Maya. Maya is that which creates or makes and gives an appearance of what does not exist. The universe does not exist. That is the Jnani's state. In Jnani's experience, only Jnanam is there. Jnanam is Satchitanandam, Brahman experience is there. Their body is not there, world is not there, universe is not there. They all disappear. Because this Atma itself projects itself as the form and the formless, the subtle and the solid, crude, the gross. That is mentioned in Devi Kalotram. It is Atma which is so capable that it projects itself as both form and formless. So this form order, the physical order, is just an appearance in consciousness, they say. So what is your ultimate reality? Someone asked Sri Bhagavan in the early years on the Arunachala hill, what is the ultimate truth? Sri Bhagavan said knowledge, which means consciousness. You can say sentience. What about the entire universe? They are all objects on the screen of that knowledge or awareness or consciousness. That's all. So if you use Shankara's method of Vivekam, discrimination. Discrimination is seeing one thing as different from the other. This is a remote, this is a wallet. Wallet is not remote, remote is not wallet. Man is not woman, woman is not man. The sun is not the moon is not the sun. Heat is not cold and cold is not heat. The same way, Atma is not the body. Atma is not the universe. Atma is Atma, universe is universe. But does not the universe exist solidly? No. What exists then? The only thing that exists is Brahman. எப்போதும் உள்ளது ஏகான்ம வஸ்துவே. Shankara said, Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya, Jiva Brahmaiva Napara. Brahma Satyam, the only reality that never, waxes or wanes or goes out of existence, that does not shake, which pervades everything in the universe, yet remains untouched, is Atma, Brahma Satyam. Jagat Mithya, the universe is just an appearance in your consciousness. Because you are, without somebody being to be conscious, how can we become conscious of objects? Without a knower, the known is not there. Without the perceiver, the perceived is not there. Same way, our ultimate nature is pure knowledge. Knowledge principle. That itself converts itself into the buddhi, and the buddhi intellect. Intellect, says, I have a body. Atma does not say, I have a body. In between, this culprit, this thief comes in, this intellect, which borrows the Sat aspect, existence aspect, and the knowledge aspect, consciousness aspect from Brahman, and says, I exist. Here it refers to the body instead of referring to the Atma. And it says, I know certain things, I do not know certain things. It borrows this knowledge principle from Atma and says, I know certain things, I do not know certain things. So, this buddhi, this intellect is in a state of, Brahma. Brahma is illusion, delusion. This is the truth expounded in this verse. Our ultimate nature is only knowledge. I am the knower. Everything else is the known. The body, the mind, the intellect, the world that is perceived by the intellect, senses, everything I am not. Sri Bhagavan says, the Atma which rejects everything else as I am not, cannot reject itself. So what will remain? The remnant will be Satyat Anandam, existence, consciousness, bliss. And what is the method suggested by Sri Bhagavan? It is self-inquiry. Who am I? This culprit, this fat fellow, this ego who says, I am this body, he retains that I thought and he builds a number of thoughts on that one thought, and he keeps throwing up these thoughts to our awareness constantly, all the time in our waking state. And even in dream state, he does this mischief. Only in deep sleep, he switches himself off like a laptop and then he sleeps, but he retains all the memories. The morning, he wakes up with all the memories again. If you want to destroy this ego, self-inquiry is the method. Who am I? To whom is this thought? To me. Who am I? Am I this I thought which throws up all the thoughts, or am I something behind it? There is something else which powers the entire universe, so to say, which powers all human beings. If you compare all the 7.5 billion human beings to electric fans or refrigerators, there is one electricity which powers all of them. All these fans and refrigerators will be destroyed, that electricity will remain. Here we should not imagine directly Brahman to be electricity, just a comparison, an analogy. We should not stretch it. And then he says, there is only one heart, and which is there in everyone. Or there is one Sachidanandam which operates within all the bodies. Then how is each body different? Even among men, there are so many varieties of personality and face, height, skin tone, etc. And then we are human beings. How come there is a division into two, man, woman, male, female? Yes, it is Brahman's imagination, it is said. The Brahman is imagining, it is watching a movie with its power. It serves as the projector, it serves as the screen, it serves as the characters in the universe, it serves as the universe itself. It is all capable. That is what you are. Not one character found in that cinema called universe. That is the mistake we have made. Brahman is a screen on which this movie of the universe is running, and in that movie, n number of human beings are there, and we imagine ourselves to be this particular body. This is the error. If you want to correct it, inquiry. This I thought goes, ahandai undayin anithum undagum. If ego is there, everything is born. If ego is not there, nothing is there. Then what will be left? Will I be in a brain dead state? Sri Bhagavan says, Palanru Ari. It is not an inert state. It is not a stone-like state. It is Sat Chit Anandam. Your own inner nature will shine forth in all glory as one, not many. It is the one which gives rise to all the many. What always remains? Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya, Jiva Brahmaiva Napara. He said, the only reality is Atma, and the entire universe is just an appearance in consciousness, and this Jiva, who you think to be an individual, is none but that Brahman itself. That's all. So it is a trickery mechanism, it is a fooling mechanism, it is a hypnotization mechanism. That is how we should look at it. So we should de-hypnotize ourselves. We should experientially know that I am Brahman. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I reject everything. If you can diverse your own self, we are in jnana. Can I divorce my own self? Which means reject this body mind as I am not. Stay with it till you get sakshatkaram or direct experience of Brahman. We need to stay with it. If you have doubts, you are gone. Stay with it. Respect Guru's words. Do research. If you don't believe sufficiently, do research. N number of rishis have said this. Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi. So it is not, they are not fools. They are the most intelligent people who ever lived. The most intellectual people who ever lived. If with the due respect, with the due diligence, we will definitely reach out to our true nature. So in this verse he says, there is one mirror, big mirror, bigger than the universe, on which the entire universe is reflected. And one heart only is there that functions within each human being, which is not the physical heart, which is Sat Chit Anandam, the principle of existence, consciousness, bliss, the ultimate reality of existence, consciousness, bliss, which is functioning within each and every individual, and yet it creates all the variety and separateness. This separateness is the enemy. I am a separate individual being. That is the enemy. If you address him, if you kill him, if you uproot him, what remains is Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. That's all. Let us think about it.